Hey everybody, welcome to Beaming Notes, and today we're going to look at the summary of the poem Daffodils by William Wordsworth. I wandered lonely as a cloud that floats on high over vales and hills, when all at once I saw a crowd, a host of golden daffodils, beside the lake beneath the trees, fluttering and dancing in the breeze. Summary, Stanza I. Here's a brief summary of Daffodils. Once the poet was wandering pointlessly beside a lake. He was all alone to wander freely, akin to a patch of clouds floating in the sky, over the valleys and the hill. Suddenly he could view the large number of daffodils gathered by the side of the lake. They were sheltered under a growing tree. The daffodils resembled the color of gold, according to the poet, and the airy breeze made them wave and dance, rejoice and play. The poet, however, could not estimate their number as they spread along extensive sides of the lake. Daffodils is a commonly grown flower. The line, a host of golden daffodils, needs a special mention since it unveils the poet's thoughts. Wordsworth associated the color of richness, which is gold, to this common flower. Continuous as the stars that shine and twinkle on the Milky Way, they stretched in never-ending line along the margin of a bay. 10,000 saw I at a glance, tossing their heads in sprightly dance. Summary, Stanza II. They resemble akin to innumerable shining stars that one could see in the night sky in form of Milky Way. As the poet made an instant glance, he could see the myriad of daffodils waving their heads as if they were rejoicing and dancing out of alacrity. The waves beside them danced, but they outdid the sparkling waves in glee. A poet could not but be gay in such a jocund company. I gazed and gazed, but little thought what wealth the show to me had brought. Summary, Stanza III. Seeing this, the waves of the lake accompanied dancing along with these daffodils, but their lustrous dance was in no way comparable to the delight and the gaiety of the flowers the poet seems to have frenzied with, an ecstasy of delight. He realized that a poet who was susceptible to natural grace could not help but feel happy in the presence of such gay and beautiful flowers. He gazed at them, hardly knowing what enormous treasure he was accumulating in his mind. For oft when on my couch I lie, in vacant or in pensive mood, they flash upon that inward eye, which is the bliss of solitude, and then my heart with pleasure fills, and dances with the daffodils. Summary, Stanza IV. That vista was impregnated in the poet's mind for an everlasting time. In future, when the poet lied down on his couch, either in a lovely or a pensive mood, the entire panorama that he saw in the woods beyond the Go-Barrow Park appeared before his mind's eye. In solitude, when his mind is unrestrained by disturbing elements of the real world, he revives the memories of the daffodils. When the memory of that sight comes into the view of the poet, he was able to derive ecstatic pleasure which he had enjoyed actually. Conclusion. Imagination has been the source of Wordsworth's poetry. Nature is seen as a guide or an angel, a source of wisdom in every poetic works of Wordsworth. Simplicity, mysticism, spontaneity, and individual freedom forms the keynote of Wordsworth's poem. Daffodils is a poem known for its exceptional simplicity, yet refinedness of its thoughts.